Hello everyone, welcome to another lesson. So here we will continue with class number 35. Well, we have covered up to 510 number of questions in your previous classes. So here we will continue with question number 511. This question says, the boy who studies hard, he will pass with flying colors. Now just figure out where exactly error lies in this question. Yes, absolutely. See, here error lies in part number 2. We shouldn't use he here because we are already talking about the boy, okay, and this is a single sentence, so there is no need to use pronoun again, okay. As a person who believes that honesty is the best policy, I feel that politics are not my cup of tea. Just mark out your error in this question. Yes, all right. See here, error lies in part number 3, okay. So we shouldn't use are here, we will use singular verb form is. So you might be confusing why we are using is here. Politics is plural? No. Politics is a singular noun. It's a name of a subject, okay? So it is actually singular noun. So we will use singular verb form is here. A Tale of Two Cities are written by Charles Dickens. So find out where exactly error lies in this question. Yes. Alright, see here error lies in part number 2 again, okay. See here we will use is written, okay, is written, because a tale of two cities, don't get confused, a tale of two cities is name of a book, okay, it's a name of a book. Okay, and Charles Dickens is an author, so for a book we will use each, it's not a plural form, okay, we are not talking about many books, okay. So a single book, a tale of two cities is a single book, that's why we will use each here, okay. Yes, though the police tried all sorts of methods to elicit information from the public, they remained silent. Now just see if you can find any error in this sentence. Yes, alright, see here error lies in part number 1, okay. Instead of illicit we will use illicit, E-L-I-C-I-T, this spelling, okay, because see illicit, I-L-L-I-C-I-T, okay, this illicit actually means, you know, it is actually illegal, okay. Illicit, 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 it is not allowed by law, or we can say illegal, okay. But here illicit, one second, yes, here it is. So ELICIT, okay, ELICIT, this elicit means, it means to get information or reaction, especially from somebody, okay, often with difficulty, okay. So to get information from somebody with difficulty, okay, that is illicit. This is also pronounced like illicit, okay. He asked me what I am doing out in the street at that hour. Now just mark your answer here. Alright, see here error lies in part number 2 again, okay, because we cannot use present form here. Instead of we will use was, okay. See here in the beginning of the sentence we are saying he asked me, that is it is in simple past, so this sentence should be in past form, right? So to make it past we will use was instead of am. No sooner did the peon ring the bell, the boys left the class. Now just mark your answer here. Alright, see, you are absolutely correct. So error lies in part number 3. Okay, so then will be replaced, before boys. Okay, then the boys. Here we will use THAN. Okay, then the boys. No sooner did the peon ring the bell, then the boys left the class. No sooner will follow inversion. Okay, it also followed. Okay, did, then come the peon, then comes the peon. Okay, and also no sooner comes with then. It is a correlative. Okay, no sooner than. Unless aid arrives within the next few weeks, thousands are starving. Now just mark your answer here. Alright, see here, error lies in part number 3 again. Instead of are starving, we will use will starve. Okay, why so? Because see here it is used unless in this sentence in the beginning. Unless means if not. Okay, so this question says it is in clauses. Okay, it is a conditional clause. So in conditional clauses, if we see uh, you know if clause and present simple, then okay, present simple, that is v1, then the next part will use future simple. Okay, simple future. So to make it simple future, we will use will starve. I have been working in this organization since 3 years. Just mark your answer here. Alright, see here, error lies in part number 3 again. Instead of since, we will use for. Okay, for 3 years, because we use for a particular period of time. Okay, for is used for how long, for how long, or we can say to specify the amount of time. Okay, to specify amount of time, right? And we use since especially for you know for a starting point. Okay, since that particular year, since that particular day, I have been using this. Okay, this way we can use since, but not here. Neither of the two candidates have paid his subscription. Just mark your answer here. Alright, see here, error lies in part number 2. Instead of have, we will use has. Okay, singular form has, because neither of either of actually takes singular form. It takes singular verb form. Alright, a well balanced diet is essential for good health. Now mark your answer. Yes, absolutely, there is no error in this sentence. My uncle forced my friend and I to stay back. Now just see if you can find any error in this sentence. You can give it a pause. Alright, see here, error lies in part number 2. Okay, instead of I, we will use me, objective form of I, me. Why so? Because I is actually a subjective pronoun. Okay, used for doing the verb. Okay, but here my uncle forced us, right? Forced my friend and me, because here we are actually not performing the work. Okay, not action of the verb. Here we are actually the receiver of the verb. Okay, our uncle is forcing us to do something, so here we will use objective pronoun me and my friend. We had scarcely reached the place then it started to rain heavily. Now just figure out where exactly error lies in this question. Yes, absolutely. See, here instead of then we will use when. Okay, so when will replace then here, right? Why so? Because you know there is a rule like hardly, hardly, scarcely, hardly, scarcely, and barely. Okay, hardly, scarcely, barely, etc. These are actually agrees with when. They actually agrees with when, but no sooner actually goes with then. No sooner. We discussed it, I guess. Yes, in your previous questions. No sooner. No sooner always takes than than. Okay. Anyways, so here as we are using scarcely, we will use when, not then. I'm really disappointed in not having saw my friends while I was in New Delhi on vacation this summer. Now just mark your answer. You can just give it a pause and mark your answer. Take your own time. Yes. Alright. See here, error lies in part number 2. Okay. See, instead of saw we will use seen. Past participle form. Okay. V3 here. Seen. And this is actually for present perfect tense. Okay. Have plus V3. But here you must be confusing why we are using having then, okay, instead of have only, because this for disappoint, okay, disappointed, it actually follows preposition in, disappointed in, this is preposition, okay, then gerund. Gerund means verb plus ing form, so we made it having, okay, instead of have. And for V3 we used seen here. The company had thousands of customers happy with its service. Now just mark your answer here. Alright, error lies in part number 1. Instead of have we will use singular verb form has, because we are actually talking about the company. Okay, doesn't matter how many customers it has. Okay, because we are talking about company and this one is singular in form. Okay, our subject is singular, so ultimately we will use singular verb form, right? Yes, singular verb. They are residing in this city for the last 2 decades. And just mark your answer. Yes. Alright, see here error lies in part number 1. Okay, so we will use a present present perfect continuous here. So a subject, then have plus been, then verb plus ing. Okay, that is residing is already used, so we will use they have been residing in the city for the last 2 decades. Okay, that is they actually started living there, residing there a few years later. Okay, and still they are residing there, so we will use present perfect continuous tense in this case. Well, that was it for today's lesson, guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you are new to this channel, do subscribe us and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever we upload a new video. See you in your next tutorials. Till then, you take care.